Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a PvT featuring Stork and BarrackS here on Eclipse. Specifically sent to me by RJB for a very good supporter and Discord member, Gallons. What a good dude. RJB sent it to me on like New Year's Day, and I think it got lost in the shuffle, so I'm casting it now. So top right, it's going to be Stork. And on the bottom left, it's going to be BarrackS for Gallons. Gallons really likes BarrackS, man. I don't have a lot of BarrackS casts, but hey, we're going to add one to the pile here today. And featuring Stork as well. So, carriers are fairly popular in PvT on this map. A lot of good places where carriers can hide on the high ground and snipe tanks and Goliaths and science vessels from the safety of the shadows. And other than that, yeah, I mean, it's good for Reavers. What's the Terran going to do? Well, it's BarrackS. What's he going to do? He's going to make a BarrackS. But, I mean, you kind of have to do that, right? Can't do anything as Terran and win the game if you don't make a BarrackS, right? I mean, I guess you could SCV rush. SCVs are pretty good fighters. Probes get regen on their shields, though, so you don't feel good about SCV rushing a Protoss player, that's for sure. Not good at all. Anyway, BarrackS coming up for his name's sake. Spamming about 490 APM. Stork's at about 550 or so. And what's the play? What's the play going to be here, BarrackS? It's going to be BarrackS into factory off of one base. The gas timing says probably going to go into a factory after this BarrackS and then expand after that. Yep, the gas timing here from Stork says, yeah. Also, let's make a cyber core. Yep, throwing that up over here before we expand. So both players, okay. Showing some appropriate respect to the other one in this PvT. I like it. I like to see it a lot. And SCV Scouting 2 is Steven the SCV, colloquially known as, oh, I can't say that word, known as Steve. I can make an echo by talking into my empty mug of water. That's kind of fun. Is that annoying? Probably annoying. I won't do that again. That makes me sound a little bit like a Transformer, though, huh? Little Optimus Prime action coming at ya. Maybe not Optimus Prime. His voice is way cooler than mine, but come on. Whose voice is cooler than Optimus Prime's? Yeah, there's that fact. James Earl Jones, probably. Was he also Optimus Prime? No. He didn't voice Optimus Prime. But definitely, James Earl Jones, man. Whew. Darth Vader. Simba's dad, Mufasa, from The Lion King. Eddie Murphy's dad in Coming to America. James Earl Jones in a bunch of stuff. Then he died. Rest in peace, James. But man, there's going to be kids who do not know who James Earl Jones is. But I guess being the voice of Darth Vader is kind of eternal, right? And I don't know, like, people watch the animated Lion King, or do they just watch the live-action one, the soulless one? Is that what they do? I hope not. I hope kids are watching the animated Lion King and not the stupid CGI, terrible, worse version of it that Disney pumped out a couple of years ago. Anyway, what are we doing in this game? Well, it's Machine Shop. And it's Singularity Charge, and Steve the SCV is still alive somehow. He's got half his HP even. He might make it home. Yeah, great scout. And even scouts the Nexus timing. Oh, Steve. Oh, but that Dragoon, he's got 4 legs. It's no fair, he's faster than me. Is he? Run. Run, Steve. Can you make it home? Can you? It's like 2 more hits before you die. Run. Oh, it was 1 more hit before he died. Aw. Aw. Well, Steve tried his best. He didn't succeed. Singularity Charge, maybe to deal with this bunker a little bit, but a siege tank's in production. Is BarrackS going to throw up the old siege mode upgrade, which is so dang good? The answer is maybe. Once he has enough gas for it. Leave him alone, Falcon. SCV is ready to repair. Siege tank, ready to fight too. Come on, 100 gas. Siege tank says, get out of this area. This is my area. I live here. I have laid claim to this section of Eclipse. It is all earthy and brown and green. That's what I like. You have all the Barren of Life section, Protoss. There's nothing growing on this space platform at all. Ooh, spider mines instead of the siege mode. Okay. It's a choice. It's a choice, and it's a choice that's just fine. Thanks for asking. No real concerns about that. Pow. That's right. Take it right to the face, BarrackS. You know you like it. That went a little bit somewhere I didn't want it to go. All right, robotics facility up. Any sign of there's an observatory? Any sign of a robotic support bay? We'll watch that production tab pretty closely. If you're gonna make spider mines, you gotta make vultures. Okay, finally a vulture gets started up here. Like, look, man, you can't just make spider mines with no vultures at all. What are you doing? Why not get siege mode first if you're just gonna make tanks? Spider mines are done. Finally, first vulture comes out. Second vulture gets started. Where's the second factory, though? No second factory. Is this fast third base? Is this pressure into expand? Stork finds himself going from the aggressor to the aggressee right now, and that's what StarCraft is, man. Sometimes you're the attacker, sometimes you're getting attacked. 'Tis the nature of the game. Siege mode coming in. And the dance. The dance is going to start here. I like having the obs out, too. Stork loves it as well. Free spider mines. Eat them. Nom, 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 nom. That's right. Your spider mines did nothing. Ah, okay. Yep. BarrackS doesn't really like this all that much. I mean, even if siege mode is done, I don't think it matters in this battle. You don't want to siege up against a zealot. This many dragoons here. Ah, tank exploded. Dragoons are dying. More dragoons showing up. Reinforcements for the Terran? Not really, no. Ugh, Stork. Doing what you gotta do. Killing those tanks. There we go. This tank's almost dead and only has 2 kills. And once again, dragoons are fast and tank dies too. Tank count reset to 0. BarrackS is in a lot of trouble. An immense amount of trouble here. This BarrackS is going to have to put in a lot of work on this attack. Spider mine, spider mine, spider mine. Good, good. Okay, now we just attack the bunker. Let's go. Pull some SCVs off the line. BarrackS! BarrackS, no, it's too late. It's too late. Bunker down. Oh, that's huge. Bunker down. High ground siege tank. All that's preventing BarrackS from dying right now. Also SCVs getting the hug of life to this dragoon. SCVs pretty good fighters against dragoons historically. And this siege tank, my gosh, that siege tank position is doing all of the work right now. Stork's like, dang it, if I hadn't expanded and I just made a couple more dragoons, I think I could have broken this position. Maybe brought in some zealots too to hack away at these SCVs. That would have been pretty awesome. Templar Archives coming in, Stargates. We're going to go a sub 10-minute Arbiter play here out of Stork. No big deal. Going to get Stasis. Gonna get recall, probably. Does Stork like his recalls? I think he does. I think every great Protoss player does. Vulture speed getting added in. More observers. Ground weapons. Level 1. Getting started here at 8 minutes. Any sign of upgrades for the mech? No. They're working on +1 vehicle weapons, too. So, we'll get there. Just give it some time. Starport coming in, probably for those EMPs. Probably for detection against potential DTs. Including our friend Dan the Dark Templar. Arbiter Tribunal. There we go. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. That thing is on the way. Before leg enhancements. Before zealot speed. That's, oof. I mean, it's not weird, but it's a little bit of a faster Arbiter Tribunal than I have expected to see. Yeah, I've been noticing over the last couple months or so that PvTs really don't get as much attention, even if Flash is involved from y'all. PvTs are kind of like, not as big of an audience for them compared to TVZs and PVZs, right? I mean, I think that's always been the case to a certain level, but it's definitely been more noticeable over the last 4 to 5 weeks or so. A PvT comes up, and again, even if Flash is involved, it's kind of like, it's not my favorite matchup, but I don't know. You get cool recalls in it. Way, way more than you do against Zerg, right? Recalls are not really something we see against Z all that much, but we do see it against T a bunch. 116 and 91 supply in favor of Stork. 58 to 53 workers in favor of Stork. He needs to be up in economy. Dude, how did these vultures just get this run by? How did this run by just happen? Oh my gosh, Stork. La la la. Walk into my spider mine, zealots. Ooh, ha 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 ha. Don't attack the incoming pylon there. It was okay. It was an okay vulture run by. Not the greatest one I've ever seen. Ow. Is that a hit? No. That looked like it hit, but it didn't. Strangely enough, look who's using dropships, though. That's right. BarrackS is. He loves a good dropship. That's what he likes to do. All right, man. Third base running from Stork. No gas on that thing yet. But stasis getting fired up. First upgrade for the Arbiter. More and more factories being added in. Expanding up this left side of the third base is probably what you want to do in a PvT. And again, if you're a PvT fan, I cast an incredible Flash versus Mini PvT last week. Go check it out. It was awesome. I think it was these spawn positions, too. Nice drop, man. Oh, siege tanks. No. Cannon comes up. A million zealots arrive, and we just pick up and get out of there. See? It's the power. It's the power of the drop ship. That cannon's a problem. Ow, ow, ow. Hide in the corner. Unload. We're not getting out of here alive, men, but that's okay. These zealots shall overwhelm us for sure. And, oh, the Arbiter. Trying to kill the drop ship. Kind of love that. Can you land this? Can you not land this? Wow, he got up here. Actually, incredible stuff. Siege tank 6 kills is killed by, I think, a probe or an Arbiter. I think a probe got that kill. Dude, this is awesome for BarrackS. He's doing some serious work on that worker count. Oh, kill the probe, kill the probe, kill the probe, kill the probe. There you go. Target fire the probes. You're a vulture. That's what you're designed for. Okay, so that gets cleaned up. This third base is now landed from BarrackS, which is nice. Maybe setting up for a fourth base up this left side, too. That'd be pretty amazing. You get a fourth base up before the Protoss player does. Stork could not be happy about that one at all. EMP and Karen Boost getting started about the same time here from BarrackS. More and more zealots added into the mix here. It's just a balance. How many vultures and spider-mines do you have? How many zealots are there? How many zealots are you making? How many siege tanks versus dragoons? How much stasis do you want, right? Ooh, I think they might have died. Is that siege? No, spider-mine fire on those poor dragoons. I don't know if Stork wants to come in here. Seems like a pretty bad position, but we're thinning the tank line, everybody. That's what we're coming in for right now. Good stasis. Zealots wandering in. Siege tanks firing from the right side. Ugh. Vultures dragged into the battle. Not anything they ever really want to do. Trying to kill that sign. I think they could have gotten that tank if they target fired properly, but he's just kind of a little helter-skelter with his targeting there. And the non-Charon boosted Goliath chases the Arbiter away, but can't quite kill it. Fourth base coming in from Stork, 12 o'clock. Again, this is a map. It's a two-player map. It doesn't have a gajillion places to expand. You can't both take 8 bases on this map. If you're taking 8 bases, you're stealing bases from your opponent, which is maybe what Stork's going to try to do here. So he's got 4. This would be 5. This would be 6, 7, and 8. So if he takes every remaining base on the map, he'll have 8 bases. And he probably will win the game at that point. That's a massive economic advantage. BarrackS scans in there to say, what? Recall being added into the mix here. We're just trying to build a turret, huh? Sorry, bud. This is not really in the cards for you. I don't know what you thought you'd be able to do in that position, but I guess you thought there wouldn't be the entire Protoss army there. It's a fair thing to expect. Actually, it's not the whole army. There's a group of dragoons down here. There's a group up here. They are... See how they're bunched up? This means recalls in the future. Where's that Arbiter? How much energy you got, Arbiter? EMP has been researched. So if you catch an EMP to the face, it's going to really ruin your plans here. BarrackS does scan that 12 o'clock position. Scans these Dragoons over here. These Dragoons are scary. Arbiter positioning to me says stasis from here. Not really, yeah. Not really looking for a recall at the moment. So that's okay. And swinging up here to get a 4th base up is BarrackS. Again, he knows how important it is to have multiple bases. To take bases that would otherwise go to the Protoss. As Stork's trying to naked expand in the top left, I don't see that working out for him. Storm's being added in for the Protoss. An object got sniped out of the sky by, I don't know what that was. It sounded like a Wraith. I'm not sure there's a Wraith in the sky here for BarrackS, but maybe there is. Maybe there to be. Dragoons trying to high ground it a little bit here, but you'll notice everything's set back enough away from this high ground that they're not just getting easily sniped, you know? Ow. Oh! Look at this one Zealot. He's like, I'm going to trigger all the Spider Mines, and he does! Successfully trigger all but one of the Spider Mines. Good job by him. But yeah, this top left Nexus feels a little difficult to hang on to. The saving grace here is I think the BarrackS doesn't know about it. Oh, there's the recall into the natural. Arbiter swings on in. Attacking missile turrets is a fine target, little guy down here who's bouncing around like an idiot. Attack something, Zealot. He's bouncing. That's all he's doing. I don't know what he was told to do, but he's just sort of walking around. All right. Oh, a couple SCVs do go down. Definitely not crazy ideal. The whole army has to come back to deal with this. This Zealot still hasn't attacked the thing, I don't think. I don't know. Oh my gosh, he got a hit off on that missile turret, and he might actually kill an SCV. All right. Good job there, Rob. Rob the Zealot. Like, seriously. And he's going to get a missile turret, too. This is cool. But seriously, he spent so much time back here just bouncing around like an idiot. Like, attack the things you can. I understand you're kind of stuck. What the heck did he thought? It's another recall into the main. Oh, no. BarrackS. BarrackS, no. The recall into the main. Who expects that so soon after the recall into the natural? I guess maybe everybody should. Oh, that vehicle plating upgrade is now denied. +1 vehicle plating will have to wait for just a minute. 184 to 170 supply in favor of Stork. You're going after supply depots, trying to supply block BarrackS. Not going to work out. He still has 200 supply after losing a supply depot. Means he's oversupplied a bit, but that's okay. And the whole army gets dragged back into this. Don't lose it. I mean, don't lose these arbiters for free, Stork. Come on, come on. And it just kept the entire army of BarrackS away from this top left, which is awesome. I mean, that's nice if you are Stork here. And now BarrackS feels compelled to counterattack and maybe kill a base. He's down, worker count about 9. Well, exactly 9 at this stage. But that fluctuates all the time. Is that another recall? It's another recall. Oh my gosh, it's another recall into the natural base. All right. BarrackS says, screw it! Let's do it live! Coming into base race. Is he sending anybody back to deal with this? Yes. He is sending units back to deal with this, but he's down to 45 SCVs. Great storms. Fantastic storms. Really, really, really good storms here. And this attack fizzles out pretty badly. This attack's getting some work done. Refinery goes down. Still 2,000 gas in that refinery. More SCVs going down. Vultures trying to fight against Dragoons. Not what they want to do, but with their friends at the siege tanks backing them up. It's all good. Yeah, that kind of felt like an attempted base race out of BarrackS, but then it didn't work. Like, at all. Stork just had enough back there to kind of shut it down. The Storm was a big part of that, right? Storm can make smaller army compositions look good. Just kind of sitting back here, this one Arbiter with 1 kill. 144 to 118 supply in favor of Stork, up 72 to 46 workers. Not good. 3 attack and no armor upgrades for this mech is not where you want to be at 20 minutes. I'm sorry. It's so much easier to kill mech when you've got +3 attack for your dudes and the enemy has 0 armor upgrades. Expanding down this way is Stork 2, but this top left base under attack by exactly 6 siege tanks with +3. And that is a dead Nexus. I mean, maybe you could recall on top of that, but yeah, no, that was really fast. But again, it's okay. Because Stork has this space down here to fall back to, and probably this one at this rate. But alright, 4th base rolling up this left side. Here from BarrackS. He's doing alright. He's down about 40 supply, which is not ideal. But this game is not over yet. And that's what matters. The game is not complete yet. Catching up a little bit. 155 to 142. Down 20 workers, which means his army's bigger. All right, going to do the sit on the ramp fire thing. Can't sit on this ramp and fire on that Nexus, but makes a good staging approach here. Oh, boy. Where are the Zealots for Stork? I'm concerned about this. He's got Archon. He's got Zealots in that shuttle. All right, he's going to go for the Zealot bomb, dropping an Archon down there. Archons die immediately, but the tanks on the high ground get wiped out. More tanks are going to replace them, though. Look at this. 125 to 120 supply here. BarrackS getting some really nice trades right now and actually might take down this 12 o'clock base. Okay. In a spot of trouble here, then, is Stork, I would argue. High Templar getting sniped easily by this Vulture group. Why are they out in front by themselves? I don't know. Siege tanks not sieging up to attack here. Siege up, you dummies. I mean, you probably thought you didn't need to. There we go. There's the siege up. There's a repair. Are those probes in range to die? Nope. Not these guys. They are not in visible range, but a scan up there would allow you to attack it. That's not where the scans are going. It's like, okay, I know Stork is down here now. Another scan. Trying to see where the army is for Stork. Catching up in worker count now is BarrackS 2. No probe. You're not allowed to sit down here and just wait until you're ready to expand. You must be exterminated. Must be murderized. This base with a High Templar and 3 cannons. You're going to lose some probes, but not the entire... Nice storm. Not the entire probe line, though. Oh, but if they got out of range of cannons. Good. Great target firing. Great target firing. There's a DT here to help as well. What's up, Dan? 52 to 47 workers now from BarrackS. Being active with the Vultures, taking out multiple Protoss bases. Denying attempts to expand here as well. This is looking pretty good from BarrackS all of a sudden. Protoss is on 4 bases, and the Terran is also on 4 bases. You never want to look up from your game and have that be the case when you're Protoss at all. Another recall into the natural. Stork putting in that work. EMP on the entire group. Going to make it easier for them to get wiped out. BarrackS responding again as only he knows how. With siege tanks and vultures and science vessels, oh my. I think this Archon comes up. He does. Look at him go. He got 0 kills somehow. How does an Archon have 0 kills? The High Templar that created you got 0 kills? Really? Ouch. The siege tank position here on Eclipse. This is what it is. And then you just double storm it, and the tanks die. D-Matrix, the leading tank, and the second. D-Matrix, all of the tanks. Where are the Vultures? Goliath, help us against these Zealots. Oh, the storm, though. And this tank position is going to get taken out, but a lot of Terran persists here. There's like a Dragoon and a High Templar remaining, so that's not enough to save this base at all. Dude, this base is not back. This base is not back. If this base dies, Stork is in an immense amount of trouble. That's it. Stork knows it. Stork can't defend it, and Stork GG's. And BarrackS is our winner in this PVT today. What a fantastic, like really fantastic, incredibly fantastic PVT there on display from BarrackS. Wow. That was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. Yeah, BarrackS was looking tough, but he held on to his bases. He never lost a base. That's big. And he killed 1 Nexus, 2 Nexuses, And this is going to be a third Nexus down, leaving Stork. Doesn't have this, doesn't have this. Basically a 3-baser. That's not going to happen. What beautiful macro from BarrackS. Just beautiful, dealing with the drops as much as he could. He didn't really deny them that well today. But he certainly didn't lose a bunch of stuff to him when they happened, right? A bunch of SCVs died today, absolutely. But still 46 at the end of the game. He's replacing them fairly steadily. And yeah, I mean, I thought this was going to be a problem. I thought the vehicle plating being at 0 for so long was going to be an issue here. But BarrackS just dealt with it, man. What a game. What a game. 186,000 points, 175,000 points in favor of BarrackS. Ended up outproducing the Protoss, out-killing the Protoss. Structures raised, 15-15. And then Stork did outspend our guy BarrackS by only about 6,000 resources in 24 minutes, which is right on the edge of where I feel comfortable about it. But at the end of the day, just not enough. Not enough when your Nexuses keep dying and you can't kill a single command center. You can kill SCVs if you want. Definitely it's something you're into, but at the end of the day, if you're not killing command centers, if you're not killing tanks as much as you really should, it's going to be tough to win. And BarrackS gets a win against probably the bigger name Stork here. Bit of an upset. Not too bad. Pretty fun stuff, huh? All right. Well, that was awesome. What a performance from BarrackS. Beautiful scanning, beautiful detecting where the enemy is, being in the right place at the right time, putting tanks in the correct position. EMPs were good too, and he just rode all of that to victory. So GG, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.